Wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to talk about yet another game where Norway is goalless. We still haven't won a single game in this tournament. We are in big trouble.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
I don't want to be in big trouble as well, Uncle Mo, but I will be speaking. I will be speaking because hey, that's what we do. But before we talk about like my overall thoughts about this game and leading up to the final game, which is going to be against the Philippines on Sunday, make sure first and foremost that you give this video here a big thumbs up and of course also subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 2K subscribers. We're so close. We are very close. We're like less than 60 subscribers away, which I believe we can be able to make happen before the season starts. I mean, it's a little over 2 weeks, so I think we can do it. You can do it. Your grandma can do it, and so forth. But hey, let's start. Also, feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. But yeah, let's start. So this game ended in 0-0. Regardless, though, it was some drama before the game. One of the big ones leading up to the game is the star player, one of the star players, Caroline Graham Hansen, who plays for Barcelona, got dropped, put on the bench for this game. There was talks about her technically, she potentially would be sick and whatnot, dealing with the cold, but no, there's been tactical reasons for why she's been dropped. And, a lot of us was thinking, I don't know if this is necessarily a good choice, but okay. But the drama did not stop there. And then, right before we were kicking off the game, we see Ada Hegerberg, our legit star player, okay? Plays for Lyon, won the Women's Ballon d'Or, first Women's Ballon d'Or back in 2018, okay? Won multiple Champions League. Great striker. She had to go straight to the locker room. She went to the locker room and we were like, what is happening? And then throughout the game we found out that she had some type of a groin injury. She just felt okay, something is not right. So she made the choice alongside the coaching staff to sit this game out, which I think obviously is a good decision. Don't push it if you don't feel 100%, because what if it can then probably get worse. You never know. But obviously, it was definitely a big miss not having Ada Hegerberg there for the game. And I was then thinking, as I've been doing watch alongs for Norway's games, covering it and whatnot, I was quite disappointed with how obviously the opening game went with the joint host, New Zealand, winning 1-0 against us. They've never won a single World Cup game. We were shambles, complete crap in that game. And I was thinking, I need to obviously see a proper new, like a performance. I need to see a response. And with the fact that we didn't have some key players, your most important player not playing in the game, you're thinking, this is going to be a long day. And obviously, it started off with Switzerland really being on it at the end, or at the beginning, I should say. But we defended very well. We had some chances here and there, but at least some really good chances at the end. But I do have to say, Switzerland's goalkeeper was incredible. Definitely, in my opinion, the best player on the pitch for sure. We should have had at least 2 goals. We should have won the game, but we didn't. There were moments where we were dominating on it, especially in second half. I did think we looked good, but then it kind of died down. We got tired at the end. But the attacking output, obviously, the finishing output wasn't there with us missing the Hegeberg. The final third is something, of course, that needs to be fine tuned and whatnot. Graham Hansen came in at more so at the end of second half. Um, And she was threatening here and there, and this now makes it very difficult for the next game, the final game on Sunday against the Philippines. Because yes, okay, we can win. Let's say we win by 2 goals and whatnot. We can go through, but it does mean that we need some help from Switzerland, who will be facing um, New Zealand on their end. Okay. As things stands right now, looking at the table, you have Norway at the bottom with 1 point, Philippines on third with 3 points, alongside New Zealand with also 3 points, and then Switzerland on top with 4 points. We are in, like I said, and emphasizing at the beginning, we are in big trouble. There would be some miracles. We could win, but we also do need help within the other game. Both games are going to be played at the exact same time on Sunday. I will definitely be doing a watch along for Norway's game, and I'll try to, you know, see stats and whatnot. Try to see all the live score and whatnot for the New Zealand Switzerland game, just to be up to date and whatnot. Because I'm anxious. I'm not gonna lie, and especially even more now after watching the interview that Caroline Graham Hansen made with feeling disrespected. That's some of the words she's used. She's felt disrespected for over, the past year. We have a saying, like kind of like an unspoken rule here in Norway that's called janteloven, like jante rule, the rule of jante. It's kind of about like you should never think that you're better than anybody. You know, it's not a rule that I necessarily agree with at all. I think, it's okay sometimes that people are, better than you, and it's okay, but you can still be able to push yourself forward and whatnot, and not have that diminish yourself. But there's been kind of in a way when she said that, it's been like a culture here in Norway that we maybe don't always take care of maybe the best players. That it needs to be like, okay, yeah, but we're a team, but you got to also be able to play some of your best players. And of course, Hegerise, who is our coach for the past year after Martin Sjögren got sacked from, when we had a horrible Euro last year with getting battered by England and getting knocked out of the group stages. He had to obviously resign and whatnot. And then Hegerise came in, won the World Cup back in 1995 herself as a player, and now she's managing Norway. Something hasn't worked, but seeing the interview, hearing it, and whatnot, also seeing the response that Hegerise kind of make with like, oh, okay, if she said that, like, that's I can't really respond, but like, there's tactical. It's just this kind of in a way creates maybe a little bit more of a divide, that it makes it seem like something is not right within that dressing room, something is not right within this squad. And there's been people that I see, on social media saying like Norway, maybe they could be the dark horse. I was thinking that Norway could be a dark horse. I was expecting a lot more. I was assuming that we were going to be finishing top of the group. Like looking at this group, no disrespect to Switzerland, New Zealand, or the Philippines. The Philippines is in their very first World Cup, okay? And they just won the first game. Big up to them, incredible. Like that's what I love about tournaments like this, World Cup and Euro Cup, that anything could happen, like underdog stories like this. And I big that up for sure. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I wasn't expecting Norway to top the group, because I was. I was expecting to see a reaction from last year's fiasco, but we haven't. There's still a possibility for us to go through, but it is looking a little bit, unlikely in a way, or we might very much struggle to do so. You never know. I'm going to believe and hope, but after the interview, it makes me be like, yo, I don't know. Even the fact that we don't necessarily know if Aldo Hegerberg would even be ready for then, hopefully, but we'll see. But I'm gonna hope for a miracle. But after the whole thing, I don't know. I'm not gonna be shocked if we do go out and if we see Hegeris and maybe potentially getting sacked. Something needs to change where we can be able to, of course, play like a team, but also be able to take care of the individualist. I mean, some of the best players. If you have because there's been problems with the Norwegian Football Federation for years when our best player was gone for the retired early, okay? Was out of Norwegian international football for 5 years. She came back only last year, Alda Hegerberg, I'm talking about. Caroline Graham Hansen was, keeping down the fort for a long time, but obviously, as she's been stating, haven't felt respected, and doesn't necessarily have to be a dig at the actual manager Hegerise, but it could be more so for the actual football culture here in Norway in general, and maybe with some of the tactics and some of the what should I say, choices that we made over the past year. But this definitely is going to be a talking point now, leading up to the game and even after. So we'll see. But I'll keep you updated. Next watch along for the Women's World Cup will be for France versus Brazil on Saturday. And then, of course, I'll do a watch along for Norway versus the Philippines on Sunday. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out. Give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, also feel free to join the SFD membership. I'll be back most likely tomorrow for Man United related video talking about the Wrexham game, as I won't be able to do watch along. The game is in the middle of the night. But hey, we move. Thanks for watching. See you guys very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.